Alrighty, so unfortunately, once again, I was having a little bit of audio issues recording my little presentation and teaching. But today we're talking about the Canon, so I apologize if my voice is not aligned with the mouth of my face. So the Canon is basically derived from the Bible. The canon is based off of these code of morals and rules and ethics, mostly law. So thinking about the canon, it's kind of how do you submit to American literature? So with definition 7, we have some, like, how do you get into how do you submit to American literature? How do you consider yourself to be an American literature writer or poet or novelist, however you want to say that. And a lot of American literature is in this book. Everyone uses it. I think it starts from the 1850s, I want to say, and goes to the present day with hundreds of authors and hundreds of different works. There's snippets of poems, there's novels in there, there's short stories, everything's in there. But with the canon, sometimes you have to think, how do people have their work be considered American literature? Is it different when they are born in America, but then they move to a different country and right outside of the U.S. or the America, and is that still considered American literature even though they didn't write it here? Or is it someone that was born in a different country and then came to America, or is their work considered to be American literature even though they're not from here? Or is it like someone writing about America from a different point of view? Everything is completely different in that sort of way. Apologies, I'm a little sick. So it's the canon does exclude, and when you think about the canon, it's like kind of thinking about putting it into a more easy way to remember is, does it fit in with what the rules are? So like if you're thinking about canon, does some pieces of fan art or fan fiction or different like different movies that come before the sequels or prequels, that's the word I'm looking for, sequels or prequels, like thinking about that in movies or books, is that fitting into the actual like original book, or is that just a piece of passion that people wanted to work on? So basically canonization makes sure that whatever is considered American literature is actually American literature. And oftentimes things that are rejected from the canon or not submitted like publicly and then they come out later, sometimes those are often forgotten. Like a lot of the works that are inside of the canon are used more often than not. And the canon is problematic because of what I talked about. Like it excludes people based off where they're from or where they are currently. So the canon is not always a good thing, but it is a good thing to remember when you're trying to figure out if something is American literature or not. You can remember if it fits in or not. So that's my presentation. I remember, like, once again, I'm so sorry for the voiceover, but I had to do what I gotta do.